Hey, happy Tuesday. Welcome. I am Meredith and I am here with our message for May 2nd, 2023. We're using Tarot of the Owls for our message today. The sun is in Taurus, the moon is in Virgo, shifting into Libra today. Mercury and Pluto both are in retrograde. So check out yesterday's reading for a little more detail on that and see how it relates to everything unfolding this week. At the end of the week, we have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th. And Pluto is one of the rulers of Scorpio. And I just want to mention that the cards have been presenting in such a way that I've been reminded of the prior eclipse season back in the fall, right around the cusp of Scorpio season. And I've been mentioning that I've had this feeling there's some kind of overlap from then to now. I'm definitely feeling that in this astrological climate that we find ourselves in, with Pluto in retrograde, Mercury in retrograde, a lunar eclipse happening in Scorpio at the end of the week. So maybe go back to the fall around Scorpio season, or check out the eclipse readings from back then, get yourself refreshed on energetically what was going on at that time for you. Allow those readings to be an inspiration to give you a different view and perspective of what's happening in the now and how it's all connected. All right, our first card is yeah, there it is. Death card. Hello, Scorpio. Whoa, right? Transformation. We've been talking about it for weeks. And this is a simultaneous ending and a brand new beginning happening on the Death card. Let's see what it's connected to. Three of Cups. You know, this is a card of celebration. And I feel, actually, as I'm looking at it, I feel alchemy happening here with these three these three cups. I feel like we are making more out of our resources in these now moments that relate to the transformations that we're all experiencing. It's going to be unique and personal to every single one of us. So take this where it's most relevant in your world and see how you are in celebration of the alchemy and the change that's taking place, keeping in mind that Pluto is a planet of depth, change, and alchemy, and it's long-term change. It's change and growth development that takes place over a long period of time. So see what has been in transformation. I think if I have it all correct, Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. In fact, in March it moved into Aquarius, and now it's retrograding back to Capricorn. So we're getting a really great opportunity to take a look at what's been changing in Capricorn. When we came into fresh perspective of Pluto in Aquarius, now we're retrograding back into the Capricorn energy so that we can make something out of everything that is shifting and changing behind the scenes, below the surface. Then we have the Hierophant. Whoa. That's a big heavy card there for tarot. And it's number 5 in the major arcana, so 5 being the number of change and stability even. And this is a card of commitment. It's also a card that has us challenge our tradition. Specifically, what's been handed to us, what's been handed down to us. So sometimes it has to be reviewed, because whatever we do by habit, by rote, by programming, by what others deem acceptable, has to be called into question for us. And I feel that's happening here with the Three of Cups right now. We are calling into question what works for us, what serves us. And if you are in consideration of, first, where Scorpio's living in your chart, what house is it occupying right now? Or what house does it occupy in your astrological chart? And taking a look at the prior eclipse season in the fall, the eclipse season that we are currently in, the upcoming one on Friday, Pluto being in retrograde, Pluto ruling Scorpio, we have to take a look at what it is we're committed to when the Hierophant shows up. So Is it serving you? Does it bring you closer to what you perceive your personal fulfillment to be, right? Ooh, that's exciting stuff. And look at this. Now we have the Nine of Cups. This is a card that's been showing up quite a bit for us lately. You know, this is the wish card. This is a fulfillment card, Ace of Cups to the power of 9. And this is very much a card about what we have invested in, what brings us the greatest amount of happiness, right? So where's our heartfelt joy? Where is our heartfelt attention drifting to at this time? And is it in keeping with what you are committed to on a personal level? Are you in celebration of that? And are you in a space in self relationship to grow this energy in a bigger, better, more grand way for yourself? I'm also hearing from my guides right now. It came up a little bit in yesterday's reading when we saw that Three of Swords paired with, I think it was the Star. I'm sensing my guides. They're having us take a very keen eye to the relationships that we are experiencing, that we are participating in at this time. And are those relationships serving us in a celebratory way? The people that we connect with, engage with, surround ourselves with, are they part of the expansion, or are they an old resistance that we were at one time committed to here with the Hierophant? Does it work? Does it still serve? Those are tough questions when it comes to relationships, because we're looking at family, we're looking at friends, our family of friends, our tribe, our beloved connections as well. Do some terms need renegotiating in relationship? Consider that, because the Death card is here. And its presence all by itself has us wiping a slate clean in some way and starting fresh and new. So sometimes we get radically uncomfortable when we start addressing where we spend our energy when it comes to the people we hang with. Yeah, I know. And then, oh, look at this. Judgment card. Really powerful major arcana here on the tarot table this today. So, judgment, our attention is being called. We are being called to, in terms of transformation. And is this transformation in keeping with where you are headed in your heart space, what you are nurturing, holding space for, making way for on your foundation? Yesterday we saw the tower, and right near that tower was an Eight of Wands that looked a bit like a tornado. So it could be that the tornado took out the tower because it's making way for the transformation that's taking place. And this may be us still kind of wrapped up in that tornado style energy as we sort things out and we come into complete alignment with our Nine of Cups here, and challenge tradition, challenge the things that are habitual and habituated behavior. Even, is it working, is the great question. So in a retrograde, you want to see the Judgment card, because we're having another opportunity to take a look at what serves, what doesn't serve. Whew. Okay, what's on the bottom of the deck? Let's take a look at that first. Nice, the Hanged Man. See, getting a different view of things, having a brand new perspective, a transformative perspective. I like all this color too. It all goes with the energy of the sun there. Very nice. Lots of light, lots of brightness, lots of enlightenment, strength, happiness. Again, we've had a strong repeating message about happiness in particular, just choosing simply to be happy. And it shines this beautiful light of transformation into our world. So we are getting a different picture of our horizon and what adjustments, what alchemy needs to take place on our personal foundation so that we can embrace and allow this beautiful Nine of Cups to arrive. Okay, followed by King of Swords. We had the Queen of Swords yesterday off the bottom of the deck. So now we're in the divine masculine energy. We're taking some really decisive action on the enlightenment that we've been receiving intuitively. Now, recall a lot of yesterday's reading, that Eight of Wands is about communication. It's swift moving energy incoming, which is beautiful. That swift moving energy, though, feels very much like intuitive message, intuitive guidance, being shown signs and symbols within our personal atmosphere so that we are enlightened and can take action on the enlightenment. And we're doing it here with the King of Swords, taking action on our enlightenment and using all of our resources. 10 of Wands. This for me is no burden. All the tens in tarot are about fulfillment, completion, and celebration in some way, even when, traditionally speaking, this card is about setting down a burden. My feeling is that it's the Ace of Wands to the power of 10. We started yesterday's reading with the Ace of Wands. And so here we are with the 10. We have all the ambition, motivation, drive, skill, and talent we could possibly need to take action with in an enlightened way to bring our Nine of Cups to overflow. Oh gosh, look at this. The 10 of Swords. Again, Ace of Swords now to the power of 10. So that's brilliant clarity, everlasting strength. This does show, though, it does show, represent, and confirm the energy of Pluto long being in a sign, doing 15 or more years worth of spiritual journey work and investment to bring something to fulfillment and maturity. So not only do we have the strength, the passion, the drive, the motivation, the ambition, we have the brilliant clarity, we have the strength to keep going and bring whatever it is for each of us personally across our own finish line. Nine of Cups. Yeah, and look at this. Coming with it is the Sun, happiest card in tarot, and another 10 in the Wheel of Fortune. We are aligning with our destiny so beautifully here. Last one I'm taking off the bottom of the deck is Temperance, the card of alchemy, which is exactly what's going on with Pluto being retrograde. We're bringing forward, bringing into the now everything that we have been cultivating for a decade or more in our world on our spiritual journey. And this is the card of alchemy. So it's everything that is taking shape in a changed and empowered way, transformatively so, with the Death card over here. Fantastic cards. Wow, the next one after that, look at it. Ace of Pentacles. I'll stop. I don't want to stop. Here's the Page of Wands. Yeah, we may not necessarily feel adept in this brand new energy atmosphere. That's okay, though. We're still channeling, bringing through the guided messages that are most beneficial to us to achieve our highest and greatest outcomes, and in a soulmate connected sort of way within self-relationship, so that we are met in just this way on our foundation, which is again why we may be calling into question some of our current relationships. Are they in heart harmony, destined alignment with this transformation that's taking place and all the alchemy that's coming from behind the scenes into the now, and having an influence on the what's in development and what is currently unfolding? Okay, let's do our tea leaf fortune cards. What do the tea leaves have to say? We've got 4-leaf clover. That's a good sign. Great good fortune. And then we have finger. Warning you of a problem, either now or in the near future. I would take that card just as a signal, again, to be mindful and present with the energies you invest with, engage with, participate with. Are they complementary to the vision you hold for what is unfolding and developing in the now? And ultimately, how that lends itself to the oncoming. Next, we've got Ladder, Climbing towards success. We had great success cards yesterday out of this deck. It's still with us. This one's a little challenging to shuffle. All right, next. Interesting. Now we have leg. So we've got finger and we've got leg. Stepping into a new experience. We're seeing it there with the Hanged Man. He's somewhere in the pile here. Stepping into a new experience. This is the fulfillment of our journey. And then we have quill. Get back to the basics. That's part of the transformation too. Spiritual journey, life experience, simplified. Get back to the basics. If things are a little bit confusing or convoluted right now, the messages aren't exactly clear for you in particular. What does it mean to get back to the basics? Well, get in your heart space, stay in your heart space. Next, angel answers. Wonderful deck for confirmation. Excellent for putting a question to. So if you've got one, put it to the deck while I shuffle. Allow this to be a fresh message from your own guides, angels, and ancestors. Look at this. You know this is one of our favorites. I love that it's showing up for us, big happy changes, because happiness is at the core of everything that's in transition, transformation right now. So while it may not be comfortable, the alchemy of things, temperance, even the wheel of fortune, the divine delivery system, as things sort out and arrive in great happiness and brilliant clarity on the energy of the sun, there may still be some discomfort in the process, and we have to stretch, allow, and trust ourselves to be flexible. Remember that 9 of Cups is representative of all of your wishes, all of your manifestations, all of your prayers that you've put out to the multiverse. So let go. Just allow those big happy changes to filter in. Next. I think we had this one. Oh, I think we had helpful people. But ask for help from others. Definitely do. Reach out to your squad. Your besties. Converse. Share your thoughts and your ideas. One more. And above all, remain positive and true. Positive and true to you. All right, final word on the reading from the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? We have begin now. Take your first step. Yeah, take your first step in this whole new astrological, astronomical climate, in the energy of the 4-leaf clover, in the energy of your 9 of Cups. Continue to climb your ladder. Get back to basics when it's necessary, and be present, awake, aware, alert on the steps you're taking when it comes to your success, and be sure that you are surrounding yourself with complementary energies. Have a beautiful Tuesday, everyone. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.